Hi, howdy everyone, and welcome to tonight's Theater of the First. So today we're gonna be covering what we call the Great Catch-Up, which is we're going to be finally jumping into the Dawntrail patches. We're currently, I think, about halfway through 7.1. You haven't missed much. We went after to find out about Gululja's mother and found out she worked at a Resident Evil lab. Which is a little bit weird. And then after that, we had to go help fix the train up north so that we could have better transitions between the peoples of Alexandria and Tuliol. So we helped out by killing a dinosaur and then found out Kona's parents loved him a lot and threw themselves into the dinosaur's mouth to save him. And now we're here. That's where we're starting off for the night, okay? That said, I will see you all on the main screen. Just a moment. Okay, let's get going then. So we're heading back to... Are they in the zone? Let's see. Yep. Off we go. Ride our little freak into the sunset. Look how cute he is. Poor little... He's got like pug energy, and that I don't think he should be alive, but he is. Alright, to the station. So now we should be able to resume using the train, since we killed the Ronix predator that was driving them towards the train tracks. And we also found out we can use parts of its aether from its scales to dissuade them from approaching the train tracks. Without much distress, quote unquote. Which I feel kind of goes against the purpose of this. I gotta remember, I gotta get my voice acting chops back up. It's been so long. So, the Ronic were avoiding a predator. Smart ones, yeah. And Valkana's not too bad himself. What's his whistle idea? Sit tight. Well, this train on the tracks before you know it. Oh, we're actually riding the train again. Cute.
We're ready to go.
Train restored. Normal train this time.
Whoa, she looks as good as new.
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine.
I do love these train guys, by the way. I wasn't the biggest fan of them in the first because that trolley segment went on so long, but it's cute getting to see them here.
Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort. From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
Cute. I do really love in particular
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our
how much of a
nation is in your
focus
debt.
Dawntrail has on living with others, including the animals and nature as a nation together. It's very nice.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel. And we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us.
Alright, so we put it into the whistle. So now the whistle will release an aether similar to the Veronique's natural predator so that they won't want to get close to the train.
However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train
His
through
wife,
our paces.
who survived in this timeline. Da, 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 da. Oh no, the Veronique.
There's a Roanoke up ahead.
Veronique. Veronique. I guess it's neck. Just that we only have the front engine right now.
Now, to test our whistle.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
I gotta fucking go. I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna get eaten.
It's moving away. Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, like.
I do love how in Dawntrail,
And with
because
your
you're not
permission,
technically,
Valve Reason, the
you're
Shop
not the
Railroad
main
is
character.
back
You're
in
like
service.
the mentor or the heavy. You aren't involved in a lot of cutscenes, so your character's just like kind of chilling usually. It's very funny. Like even more so than usual. Hey, the time. Join the way. Hold your head up high. Now the test drive was a success. We can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. First Shaloni, and then the continent. Watch out, Shock? I think that one's pronounced like Shock. If I remember right from the MSQ. Watch out, Shock Toro. Here we come. Share the sentiment. We've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back to it. The efforts of all here today have not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. Quincy. As for our own work, I trust you can handle Anders in Alexandria, Lamati. Oh, the mist is coming in. The entire screen is turning green. No, no, take it back. It's been interesting because we're only on 7.1, but it feels really weird going back to Shadowbringer's style patches after how different Endwalkers were, where it's like, yeah, our first patch is mostly just like cleaning up some little loose ends. No. It's possible that Shale's made some headway by now, and regardless, We should spread word about the railroad's been restored to service. It's gonna take me a little while to figure out a good voice for her. Shale? And what would you have her working on? Gululja's mother. I'd feel the same in his shoes. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Kakuya we may have met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. Oh, he's got a little Kakuya keychain. Oh. I didn't need to search for what she left behind, because she left it with me. I will carry it always. Speaking of things you're carrying, is that a teeny tiny Kakuya? But no. It's merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer. I thought it'd be good as souvenir as any. Whatever you say, for what it is worth. I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. Yes. Well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? Thought I might join you for a time. See if there's aught I can do for people there. Much changed though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course, we can give you the full story on the way. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Hi. Welcome. Arkveld is over there sitting menacingly off screen. Play my crossover. Like, no, I'll come back to your video game when your G rank content comes out, and maybe I'll enjoy it more than I enjoyed the base content. Fly, my horrid beast. Noggins await. I love the description for this guy, by the way, because they say specifically the reason you ride on your head is so that he doesn't see you, so he doesn't try to claim your noggin. It's the only way. I have not actually unlocked flying in this, so... Oh, we're just going straight to the back rooms. Okay. Off I go. This, I've talked about it a couple times. This is the least safe Aephorite of all time. I don't care if people have theoretically infinite lives. If you fall down there, you aren't going to have a body left for your soul to come back to. Bum, bum, bum. Da, 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 da. I will say on PS5, with like all the settings properly set up for it, this is a very pretty zone. Never thought about it, huh? Yeah, like you would be a smudge on the ground. What would your, like, I don't think you're coming back from that one. They didn't even put up a railing. Oh yeah, nostalgia. I finished Straybro Devlock. Head into the back rooms? Yes. And not the horror back rooms. And always Halloween all the time. I'm always Halloween and all the time. Hi Graha. Hi Guguja. Aaronville is wearing his kakuya. That makes me happy. Cute. Cute. So anyway, the train's working now. A simple yet elegant solution. And thus, the railroad is back in operation. Meanwhile, Shale has nearly finished processing the data. She'll be able to share her findings with us imminently. Oh, Y'shtola's still here, I guess. I'm interrupting something, I gather. The plot has remembered Y'shtola exists once again. Not standing in the semicircle is Giraffe's ninth shard. That's exploding his heart with caffeine. It's true, he's drinking hyper energy drinks. All the time. Why, Y'shtola, what brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate in living in the sky. What's up? I've seen enough of the gate in the sky deep cenote for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. Well there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on electro. I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you once we finish here. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping will be the next subject of my scrutiny. I don't know, Y'shtola. I feel like my device that allows dimensional fusion is probably more important to figuring out your long-term goal.
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit.
Oh, that's what her voice sounds like. Interesting, that's a nice one.
But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Teishulja herself. While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Yes, please.
Babu.
All right.
Gugaja.
Several audio files will now play in sequence.
Those motherfuckers knew what they were doing. It's literally the several cutscenes will play in sequence dialogue. She's gonna be like, God, I need Zeralja so much. He doesn't care about me at all, but I made a deal for it.
My name is Teishulja, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose.
Mother?
Officially was a Virgin with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vitral that was wreaking
She
havoc.
was sent to hunt Big Bunny.
After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tuyolal.
I will say, I hope the next X-Pack gives us a new sad music song. Because we have used this one all the time, forever.
I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, So I ran, and in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path. A path that changed my life. When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within, and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoranja?
He's a psycho.
I admired him. His incontestable strength. His unwavering focus.
His daddy
He
issues.
was a man of great passions.
And daddy issues.
I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him. His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire.
Yeah, sorry, baby boy. You were born out of a literal deal.
Today.
Like...
It should have been today. A new beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If he could see him, embrace him, surely that would be enough. So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Here is your baby boy from our Give Me a Baby Boy deal.
Its scales are blue.
He's your son.
Oh no, the daddy trauma.
No, I can't. I don't know how. How could I?
I don't know how to be a dad.
To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't. No! Get it away from me. Get that thing away from me!
Oh no.
It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all. He'll come around. We'll be a happy family. Kaniloka is shouting for me. The research hasn't been going well. But I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
That's all of them.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Hey, Gulolcha.
I'm fine, Lamachi. Father and Mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try.
This baby has known so much sorrow in his life that he's already, like, has a more grounded, matured worldview than most characters in this game.
I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
Aww. Not the music cutting back out. Should let that linger for a little bit longer. It's better to know. Profound response for one so young. Though I wish he didn't have to be. Ulal is indeed wise beyond his years. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. It's fortunate that he has you. Thank you, Shale. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Gululja. You remember one thing, remember that. Silly little lizard dance. Now, having shared what I can at present, I'm ready to head to living memory when you are. Planning to be thorough, so we will need to be stopping for supplies along the way. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we all have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell. A word before you leave. Our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expected people to be clamoring to get on the first train back. Yet the reaction's been the polar opposite. Can't few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. What? When we spoke before, you said many from Tuliolal were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard. If so, we could take turns accompanying them. And in any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let's start with Lane 09. Hello, Genolt. Do you want to go help your bum shard make weapons? You heard about the Rodina Consortium? Can't stand a lot, let me tell you. That's why I give the Nexus Arcade a wide breath. Even in the residential districts, too close for my liking. So I just crash here. Oh my god, even in the shard, he has to deal with his ex-wife's job. It's fucking ruining his life. Yeah. I always get confused trying to find the Aphorites in here because they're so different. Did you already do the 7.1? Yeah, we did that. We did that, I think, like a week or so ago before I decided I wanted to just shotgun these on stream. It was very fun. I don't exactly understand why the gear they chose. It was nice gear. It just wasn't thematically appropriate at all. It was very funny that the dungeon was just a Resident Evil 2 lab reference. like very explicit homage to the lab from RE2. There may still be people gathering in Praxis Park. Let's try there first. There's even an itchy tasty note. Nice. I can't remember if I saw that one or not. I think that elf just had Emmanuel's face, by the way. Manolin. Yeah, the killer rabbit from Monty Python showing up at the end.
Did something happen?
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right. And a veteran at that.
I liked the
But
rabbit
no
fight a lot.
food
It
to get
was,
him in.
at first, it was a
Only
little
random bolt of
overwhelming.
lightning.
The one that actually gave me the most trouble, though, was the second boss. Just because the maze gimmick is, like, navigating the maze with the random direction when you hold it on a controller was, like, so fucked up. Especially since I was doing it with AI, so it's like, nope, you don't get any revives. Just don't fucking try not to explode. And I was like, oh, this sucks.
Such a senseless way to die.
Everything else
They
about
say
that fight
he
was cool.
expended his last soul cells during Zoraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright,
Oh, no!
hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end.
Oh no, did the
It
guy
feels
from...
wrong.
Did the guy who used to work in the, the guy who ran out of souls that used to work in the, Arcadion fucking explode? Yeah, you have to get right to the end, too. It was just, like, really mean.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function.
Yeah, I think I got through that with NPCs only because Will to Live kicked in. And then, like, I didn't have any issue with the rabbit. Like, I had zero problems with the rabbit. That was really funny. It was a funny fight. I'll give it that.
I shan't go before my time.
The
Growing
FF9
old and
board,
passing
yeah.
peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
The fucking boy is still here from the funeral.
Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die.
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
I do like how we're getting a lot more voice acting.
Look, it's Queen Sphene.
What? What? Okay, so time to kill her again, I guess. 'Cause that's nonsense.
What?
Help, Queen Sphene. The grown-ups are really upset, and I don't know what to do.
I don't know what
see
to
that
do.
you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever.
Bro, we had a funeral for her like a day ago. Sir, what have you fucking done? Have you made a simulacrum
You
of
there,
Sphene?
Gossan. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
Somebody's like made a simulacrum of her and like overridden everyone's memories using the regulators or some shit.
What are you talking? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty?
Yep, the regulators.
What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
Alright. Immediately, I could tell that this little plot line, until we resolve it, is going to be very annoying.
Free us from these terrible memories of the departed.
Like, we had spent the entire back half of the X-Pack in the beginning of this patch hammering that theme home.
This is no way to live. Not for us, nor our children. I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memories shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort. You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution. All of us shall be made endless.
I've come up with a new solution. The super suicide system. Also, we shut down the thing that did the endless.
A new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel.
We're gonna turn everyone into Aether. Seems like a horrible idea.
You need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like. Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not?
I thought you didn't have a funerals.
And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all. One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
So, like, isn't this just gonna result in a bunch of people trying to, like, beat the shit out of each other for neo-regulators?
But only 5,000
of
us?
You Victral! The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
I don't know why you expected a real response. Oh, here we go.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
I think maybe those regulators gotta go. More so than they already had to. We only caught the proclamation from a distance. but I can tell you that the message about Neo-regulators was received with utmost clarity. Well, the twins have remembered they're in the plot again. Couldn't have been Sphene. She should have been destroyed when the Meso Terminal shut down. Not a single Alexandrian to bear witness. Presented with the identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, it is no surprise to choose to believe she's alive. How did you guys enjoy the Shadowbringers patch quest plot? What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honor. It is as if their memories have been erased. Given the members of the Oblivion remain unaffected, that was likely the work of the Regulator. But by whose design? Someone smart enough to play it being the Queen of Reason. That, guys, even if some suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. Well, I agree wholeheartedly. We should avoid drawing more attention than we already have. We must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. Oh, this is the end of the first patch quest. Yeah, it's literally called Crossroads. Alright. That would have been an annoying cliffhanger to end on if we didn't have more. Meanwhile, in living memory. Okay, Y'shtola Shale, show us what's up.
Where am I?
Yeah.
People. Are they...
Okay, yeah, that's Sphene's voice actor. Okay.
Why am I...
Dum bum bum. Crossroads. Aramito, your timing couldn't have been better. If you have a moment, we have some things we'd like to share. Excellent. We'll just wait for Lamachi. She should arrive shortly. Glad to see you're here too. Speak of the devil. Let's catch up each other up, shall we? Right. I'll go first if nobody minds. I've been back in Tuliol and spoke with Kana. I told him all about the records left behind by Gulalja's mother, as well as Sphene's reappearance. We decided that I should remain in the dome until things settle down more. But while I'm Gulalja's guardian, I'm also a foreign ruler. I'll have to take care not to appear as though I'm meddling in Alexandrian politics. That's all for me. As for the rest of us, we've been keeping track of this new Sphene. She has been making regular appearances before the people. Each time she does, she encourages them to become endless. Alas, much else about her remains a mystery, including why she's chosen to reveal herself now. On our end, we've confirmed that only those wearing regulators have had their knowledge of Queen Sphene's death altered. Some must have tampered with the devices to remove any and all memories of the event. Though we haven't yet identified the perpetrator. Given recent events, Sphene is the chief suspect. Many believe that the Queen of Reason is alive and well, and remember her funeral as a memorial to those lost in the attack. Needless to say, this is proving confusing for those with more accurate recollections. We'll carry on with our investigation. I'll head over to Earth and Sky now to coordinate with our other people there. There's one other matter. The highlight of this gathering, you might say. He'd like you to meet a certain someone. By all means. Where's this person now? In the break room. She's unwell, and Yashola and Alice have been tending to her. They'll be able to explain things. I want to see how she's doing, so I'll come too. Patch room unlocked. The break room is at the end of the hallway. Through that door. You can go whenever you're ready. Yeah, he is a very smart President Baby. Unlike President Baby of Ul'dah, who is a sweetheart. To the patch room. That's a coffee. There was a coffee on the table. Hi, Sphene. Oh, thank God they got rid of her hair loops. I fucking hated those stupid hair loops. Those hair loops were so dumb.
We just heard she was busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
She is not who you think she is. Not the Queen of Reason, who has made a miraculous return, but an individual of flesh and blood, possessed of a soul. We chanced upon her in living memory, but she collapsed before we could exchange words. We just...
I did bring her back here.
Her body was suffused with lightning ether, which caused a debilitating paralysis. Ishtola reached out and informed me of her condition, and I came with a proxy as fast as I could. We're now waiting to see if the treatment was effective.
Judging by her appearance, the circumstances of our encounter, and her extreme ethereal aspect, I am all but certain that she is the one from whom the Endless Sphene was created. The original Queen Sphene of Alexandria.
What? But how can that be possible?
That's a good question.
The real Sphene died of illness 4 centuries ago.
I died. Whatever do you mean? I am not dead. I'm not.
I mean, yes, we can tell. We're talking about historical record, honey.
What is this place? Where is everyone? Otis and Zelenia? And who are you people?
Calm down. We mean you no harm. You've been unwell, and it wouldn't do to strain yourself.
Please, help me. I don't understand any of this.
Of course. But if I might confirm some things first. You are Queen Sphene of Alexandria, are you not?
A little bit. She's got like her nice little like onesie underneath her jacket.
Yes. Yes, I am.
And ere you awoke here, you were in another unfamiliar place. Is that correct?
Did her ass get time delayed in a different, like... Did they time delay her ass using a different fucking shard?
I opened my eyes and saw a strange, dark room. Outside, there were towering buildings, clad in electrope.
You slumbered at the heart of that city for many years, within a facility called the Meso Terminal.
They cryogenically froze Walt Disney inside of
to pass during that
Cinderella Castle?
Some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
In that dark room, there was an electrope casket designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis. Until the terminal and its systems were recently shut down. That was where you were kept, in all likelihood. Since the time of the Old Kingdom. For 4 centuries.
Whoopsies. Inside a statue of himself. Yeah.
What?
I mean, there is a Walt Disney statue.
True.
There is, in fact, a statue of himself down there.
I've been asleep for that long. 400 years.
We sealed Walt Disney in a giant statue of himself and used AI generations to pretend King Disney was alive for 400 years.
Queen Sphene succumbed to the rampant lightning energies unleashed during the storm surge. But it seems the truth is rather different.
Waking up after my own funeral. A 10-year-old is now president. Smile. Very well. But let us do so with care, lest we cause you undue strain. Now, while I would like more of us to assist, it isn't practical to gather everyone. So I will summon Graha, Tia, and Cryo for now. How to talk to short people with Wook Lamont and Gulalja there for a second.
I know this has all been a lot to take in, but how are you feeling? Physically, I mean.
Much better now, thanks to Y'shtola and Alisay's ministrations. In fact, I can scarcely remember the last time I felt so hale. I know not how to repay them, not only for coming to my aid, but for telling me about my kingdom besides.
I don't think they're ones to keep score. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's actually why Graha is used in, that's why Graha gets to come along for most of the back half of Dawntrail, because there's a lot of parallels between him and the Alexandrians, and Sphene in particular. I'm not calling Y'shtola a mommy.
He's known those two for a long time. You can trust in his judgment. Besides, you helped to prove that their treatment works here as well. With this success, they'll be able to help others in Alexandria who suffer from the same illness. Few things could make them happier.
I see. Full glad am I to know that we may cure the affliction after so long.
Yeah, she definitely has kind of like aunt vibes to her.
So very long.
Yeah, sorry,
I
Sveen.
steeled
Everyone you know
myself
is
having been warned,
you
but
know and love
it's
is dead at this point.
difficult to come to terms with everything.
Sveen? Maybe going out and seeing it would help. Alexandria as it is now.
Great idea. There's no substitute for seeing things with your own eyes. That said, there is a chance that you'll run into the other Sveen.
Yeah, it's a shame. I liked Otis a lot. He was
Still
just
want to
kind of
take a look,
Steiner
even so?
again, but you know. It was fun having him around for a little bit.
It would be a lie to say I do not feel anxious.
We did get a little
but
bit with him in the final
wish
zone
to
at least.
walk among the people, to hear their voices and learn about their realm.
Time to put a big hat on Sveen.
Truly, I would be honored.
Then allow us to show you the sights.
Thank you, Wuklamat.
Seekers of Eternity. 7.2. Not to call her by her title. I understand why, but it feels strange. You've seen the grand tour. You got it. Thank you for your kindness. The endless Sveen. You knew her, did you not? It may take time for both of us to come to terms with this situation. Myself especially. But I recognize that I must. I may still be here, but the world I knew is gone. Now take this creamy alpaca pasta. We're heading out. I should put on more suitable attire. There's a modern outfit among some of the items Shale has prepared for me, I believe. You wait outside. I would need only but a moment. Alright, take your time. They got their asses like sleeping in office cubicles. That's crazy.
Apologies for keeping you waiting. I've never worn such clothing before.
That's a cute outfit. The hood is a little too big, I will say. It's a little much.
Oh, that really suits you.
Ideal for a brisk afternoon stroll.
For one so well traveled to say that, I feel confident it's perfect for exploring the city.
A moment before you head out. Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other Sphenes, and we should probably settle on this now rather than later.
I suppose it could get pretty confusing.
First, we propose calling you simply Sphene. As for the former Queen of Reason, Endless Sphene should suffice.
I mean, duh.
What about the new one who's been addressing the citizens?
Despite being the spitting image of Endless Sphene, we know she's a different entity. So we were thinking of calling her a simulant, after imitation stones.
Because everybody's rocks.
Well, they're definitely not the same. And that's as good a way as any to draw a distinction. But what do you think, Sphene? Is that all right with you?
Rest assured, I have no objections. When I am in the city, however, I intend to keep both my face and name secret. For the people of today's Alexandria know only the Endless Sphene.
We're sorry to subject you to such ignominy.
No, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right. Thank you for your concern, Shale. Let us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
That you are. First, we'll head to the entrance of Solution 9.
Good idea. We should start from scanning Port 9. I'll do my best to explain things.
It's time for another tour of Solution 9. This time, Baby Gulaja will lead the tour. Alright, off we go. Shock, well. Yeah, now she's got the hood up. The lady wants to talk with Lamati, so while they're busy, I'll tell you about what we can see from here. Is there any place that interests you? So very many. I can't quite decide where to begin. Why don't we let Armido choose? The following event cannot be skipped. Explain the sights to Sphene. Been a little while since we got one of these. If you attune to lane load 9, you can teleport back here anytime you want. You can also use it to teleport to other locations in Solution 9. Makes it easy to get around. Now that's the mode of travel that utilizes Aether currents, yes? We had the same in my time, but when the storm surge broke out, such nodes were sealed off to prevent enemy use. And after the war, the etheric balance across the entire world had collapsed. Not only was travel outside the barrier ill-advised, the act of teleportation itself had become dangerous. We had to abandon the nodes altogether. It's heartening to see them available again for the use of one and all. In the government sector, there's a counter where citizens can get matched to jobs. There's also a soul exchange, but no one goes there much these days since there aren't many souls in circulation. I'm unsure how I feel about regulators and the treatment of souls as a resource. I understand the grief of those who have lost loved ones, and the desire to escape the sorrow of death. Even so, I would never wish to forget my parents, Otis, Zelenia. I want to remember them all. I'm reluctant to impose my personal beliefs upon others, though. There's a lot of different shops at the Nexus Arcade, selling everything you need. It's always full of people out doing their shopping. The Endless Fiend gave Aramito and Lamati a tour of the place. I remember watching them from a distance. The castle town I knew had a main thoroughfare that was lined with shops. Whenever I visited, the citizens would come and speak with me about matters great and small. Just like what that lady is doing now with Booklamon. The lady talking to Lamati just came back from Tuliolao. It was her first time since being trapped in the barrier 30 years ago. She has family in Alexandria now, so she had to return. But the train made it safe and easy for her to make the journey. It's all thanks to everyone's hard work. There was once a railroad collecting Alexandria, enabling Lindblom, but operations were suspended when relations deteriorated. Eventually, tracks were removed entirely. To see that a railroad now connects us to our new neighbors is gratifying. Especially considering that our history began with war, with Alexandria the aggressor, and continuing to strive for peace. Viola's leaders have shown great magnanimity, and I can't help but be moved. Now Oklamat's gonna walk into the screen, and you're gonna see that I'm way taller than I'm supposed to be for some reason. We'll be right back. I need to, real quick, grab a drink of water for my voice, so I will return shortly. back. The joy of spying starts with between faint gaps in the clouds. It's absent here. But 'tis a fine thing to be sheltered from the thunder and rain. Thanks for your help. I hope Jess will feel at home here one day. Sorry about that. Got a little carried away with the conversation. It's alright. Amito and I told her about the places we can see from here. Really? That's great. Right then, why don't we stroll through the residential sector and stop at Mosaic? You can take a break there. I haven't done like consistent different voices like that in quite a while. It's like tiring me out quicker than I thought. Gotta make sure I keep getting up for water. We've been walking for a while, so let's rest our feet, huh? Drinks are on me. See, Anamito, you two go ahead and order first.
So many different drinks. I can't decide. Ooh. I'll have this, please. A Dali coffee.
Coffee?
Of course. I should warn you, though. Dali beans are an older variety known for their strong bitterness. Still want one?
The bitterness is the best part. Have you decided as well?
No, all the same.
Two Dali coffees then. The beans make for dark roasts that are quite aromatic. I find the sharp flavor invigorating, though a dash of milk can be a wonderful complement.
I'll have your drinks ready in a moment.
Even the fucking coffee cups are like... They're like cyberpunk the fuck out.
They're certainly well liked. It's a wonderful feeling, spending time with the people.
Good old look, we can make people hold things. Tech showing its head again.
But they're not my people anymore, are they? Their city, their way of life, even the ground upon which they tread. I am a stranger to it all. The weight of the long years is finally beginning to sink in.
Your Majesty, is that you?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not Queen Sphene, though I'm often told we look alike.
Baby does not believe.
How many times have I told you not to go off alone? I'm sorry he bothered you, Mom. Come now, we're going home.
I do like this sad song a lot better, the like tragic version of like the Alexandrian theme, a lot more than the traditional
I do not know that boy,
what
nor does
was
he
me
know
FF14 music.
No one does.
No one knows me.
Another harsh reminder that I have no place here. Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am. For Alexandria has endured. Our sacrifice was not in vain. Even so, I cannot help but feel lonely.
Oh boy, more materia. Forgive me. I didn't mean to darken the mood. No, I feel better for having shared my feelings with you. Thank you. Sorry for not being much of a guide. I don't usually get approached this often. Quite alright. The people have been through so much. It's only natural of them to seek comfort and assurance from someone they trust. Besides, I was able to relax with a delicious coffee and have a lovely chat. Appreciate your understanding. Right. Where to next? We could take a look inside the Nexus Arcade, but it can probably wait for when we actually need something. In that case, let's head back to the recreation area. There's plenty to see on True View. Down. Oh, this is in the back of... Yeah, you never really have a reason to come back here, I guess. Looks pale. We need to find a place for him to rest. I was on my way to attend some business when the memory of being killed here came flooding back. Danger is past, I know, but the terror lingers. All the comfort I've offered others in my work can't seem to comfort myself. Thank you. I feel better already. Your encouragement was exactly what I needed. But where are my manners? My name is Malachite. I am an usher. An usher? Those are the ones who came for those without long to live, right? Given everything that's happened, I expect your duties have changed. That's correct. We no longer attend to the dying. It is only after they have passed away in their family's care that we convey their remains to a government storage facility. A storage facility? What for? Henceforth, we must inter the deceased. As the specifics are undecided, the bodies must be kept in cold storage for the time being. I didn't know. I'd heard there were graveyards over by the submerged city. But like a funeral, burial customs must be long forgotten. Did you have any usher duties? If so, we could help. I'm actually here in an official capacity, so I am loath to trouble you further. Since you asked, I shall explain why I've come. I've taken to delivering the personal effects of the departed to their families. Even though their memories have been entrusted to the cloud, I still remember where they once lived. The rule is to dispose of any belonging. To do anything else was strictly forbidden. But it saddened me to see them discarded like waste, so I began secreting away what I could. Of course, I understand that not everyone shares my sentiments, and I leave it to the families to decide what to do with these items. Some accept my deliveries, others reject them. Whether I'm doing the right thing, I cannot say, but I feel the families should be given the choice. Well, they didn't have it before, and it's important to think about what people leave to us. I want to help. You want to help too? We'll be kind to the baby. I'm truly grateful. Now, there are 4 items to be delivered here in Recreation Zone. I'll leave them in your care. In the meantime, I will head to the residential sector to make deliveries there. After you've finished, please meet me back here. I would like to know the family's reaction. You know, there have been people in Tulial who have had similar episodes due to the trauma of the siege. Would you mind if I went with Malachite just to keep an eye on him? Only if you can handle those deliveries without me, of course. It's fine, it's fine. I'm sure he'll be happy for the company. So, there are 4 items in total to deliver. Right. 3 for people on True View, and 1 for someone over by the Neon Shane. Let's visit them in that order. Might I trouble you to do the talking, Armido? I fear my voice may betray my identity. Lead the way. We'll be right behind you. Little baby sprint, look at him go. They're not a... Oh, it's a square. People around Trueview seem scary at first. Most of them are really kind. I see someone passed out on the street now. Worried they'll be alright. The way the buildings are all in a row reminds me of old Castletown. Lively as it is, I can see why Oblivion can blend in. though they're gone, the mementos our loved ones give us means to reconnect with them in spirit. Should the people who receive these items treasure them greatly. Yeah, I can understand why there was immediate player demand. She got a little boot. She got tights underneath the shortcut jeans with the pockets poking out. Like, I know there's some people who are gonna be fiending after that. There's something you need? Ah, so Malachite sent you. He was very considerate. When he offered to bring me the keepsake, he stressed that I didn't have to accept it if I felt uncomfortable. I can see why some would say no, but I couldn't do that. Not when it's something that belonged to my parents. I understand now. I'll never see again. Having spare souls won't save us from the inevitable. It's always been the case. But now, I can find myself wondering about this and that. Like, how much longer I can afford to muck around with my brothers. But I won't bore you with my ramblings. Thanks for bringing me the keepsake. Give my regards to Malachite. Your how many brothers do you have, energetic citizen? I'm very curious. How many stupid, silly brothers do you have that you goof around with over here? Would you like to give us an exact number of them? What is it? You're trying to sell me something. I'm not interested. Oh, you brought the keepsake. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this. Hoping it might help me remember, but no such luck, it seems. The owner is dead, and they'll never become one of those endless Queen's Fiend tells us about. A sad thought. Even so, I'm not sure I want to become endless myself. Even if they're made by putting your memories into a new body made of ether. Doesn't that mean you yourself still have to die first? Thought of not having to worry about souls was appealing, so I was happy to receive a neo-regulator. But I've only had doubts since then. Queen Scene herself recommends it. I want to believe it will be all well, but still. Sorry, I just need to clear my head. I mean, you can just take off the regulator if you want. Oh wait, there's a talking point right over here. Discuss vending machines. So you can purchase beverages from these machines. That's wonderful. I've always believed that technology should be developed for the benefit of the people. Gnolt's favorite energy toxin is a special formula. Not like the ones they sell here. I wanted to try one. Shale wouldn't let me. Look at the Gimme Cat. Gimme Cat energy drink is crazy. Oh, hello. Do I know you? Ah, so this is the keepsake. Truth be told, I've been wavering as to whether or not I should accept it. I mean, it did belong to someone that died. Got me thinking about what we did to Leolal. I didn't even know we'd killed so many of their people. Not until the funeral. What if they decide to retaliate? Lamati, Volklamat would never do that. She and everyone in Tuliolal know that my father was to blame for the attack, not the Alexandrian people. Oh, dear, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to speak ill of your father. It's just, I can't stop worrying about death, and hearing that they're running out of neo-regulators makes it worse. I don't know what to do anymore. To everyone on TrueView, let's go to Neon Stain. bike club. Eh? Talking to me? Leon is approaching your location now. Oh, right. I can't say it stirs any memories, but it does feel familiar somehow. You know, you look familiar yourself. Where do I know you from? I remember now. Oh, okay, this guy, okay, this is the guy. Thank goodness he didn't die. Was at the infusion station in the government sector. It wasn't my finest moment, as you might recall. Near the Arcadian fire, who was desperate for souls. That's right. Sorry you had to see me like that. Anyway, seeing as how we're meeting properly now, the name's Lathander. I used to fight in the Arcadian, but not anymore. I took Queen Sphne's words to heart and found a new job, one where I could put my knowledge of physical conditioning to use. As you know, lots of people were badly hurt when the mechanical soldiers malfunctioned, and I've been assisting with their rehabilitation. Not something I ever imagined myself doing, but here we are. Not many people can help others like you can. I think it's great what you're doing. Thanks. It's encouraging to hear that as my regulator floats a foot off my head. There's this fellow who has to learn how to walk all over again. Becoming endless would solve his problems, but he's determined to overcome them the hard way with the body he's got. Seeing that gave me a newfound appreciation for my own body. It's a gift from my parents. A sturdy thing that survived the arena. I need to take better care of it. I'm the only blue-scaled Hoovigo besides my father. Mama T once told me that. I don't know how my father felt about it. And there are times when it hurts to think about the things we share. Still, I don't want to lose that. Even if I could look the same as an endless. I would never throw away this body. Most people would find it hard to do so, I imagine. Just the thought makes me feel uncomfortable about the whole becoming endless affair. But I need to get back to work. It was nice talking to you, man. Thanks for the delivery. Grab this one because I have more of it already. Preserve my inventory space. A jewel shattered. I believe that takes care of the deliveries. Thank you for taking charge, Armino. From what I've seen and heard, it is plain the people held their queen in high regard. And the stimulant has exploited their love and admiration to win over so very many. Come, let us report to Malachite. He should be back at the north of the recreation zone. Give me cat soda. Buy it. Cut through the alley. Hello, Malachite. Thank you for your assistance. With this, every delivery I had planned for today is accounted for. The reactions I received were mixed. While some were glad, Others decided they did not want the items after all. How was your experience? Everyone accepted their items. They all felt different about them. One person couldn't remember the keepsake's owner. Another couldn't stop worrying about their own death. I see. It's difficult indeed to predict how people may behave when confronted with reminders of loss. Of late, I've come to believe that each of us are the sum of the moments we've shared with our loved ones. And when we pass away, and lost our memories of these people, we lost a part of ourselves. The thought that saddens me to no end. If our memories of the departed are no longer to be entrusted to the cloud, I wish that those already taken could be returned to us. Well, my friends, I must resume my formal duties. My thanks again for your aid. Malachite speaks true. Our memories are what define us. They form the path we walk to be where we are. My endless self, I expect, was much like me to me in the beginning. But I cannot become like her no more than she could become like me. For once our paths diverged, so too did our lives and experiences. It's true. Even if we start from the same place, we all have different journeys. At some point, things like goals and our way of thinking are bound to change. Ian the Sphene was one possibility. A version of myself who made choices I want to believe I never would. I'm beginning to come to terms with the fact that I did, though. Huh? Is that? Uh-oh. The simulant? She was looking straight at us. If I didn't know any better, I'd say she wants us to follow her. I have a bad feeling about this, but we might not have another chance to figure out what she's up to. We're going after her, right? The simulant headed down the street over there. The neon sign is that way. Let's hurry.
Not here. Let's press on, if only a little further.
No, I'm being awk-mourned!
Hey, are you alright?
So he didn't die. Vexing, but expected.
That was about the strongest bolt we can produce within Everkeep. What now?
Guy and his VTuber.
Measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious course of action.
Oh yeah, here comes the emotionless twink boy, huh?
I know that voice.
You there! Yes, you! We have important business with you. We left something in your keeping. The key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us, yes?
No. A, that's mine. That's not yours. You asked that after trying to kill me.
Now that you mention it, the other way around may have been more appropriate. If I had the key, I wouldn't need to be cruel and turn away so many people. Far more than 5,000 could become endless and know eternal happiness.
What? You mean to steal ether from other worlds
I'm just
again?
gonna do the same thing again, but with a different goal. Fuck keeping people alive. I'm gonna make everyone ghosts.
All is for the sake of his experiments. Twas for that reason, you know, that the previous me created the Endless. I pity her. She was forced to attempt the impossible, to turn every soul who dies into an Endless, even though there's no end to them. Admittedly, that was part of the plan. Her desperation would drive her to claim the key.
Lamont is gonna sock the shit out of her.
Sure enough, she did just that.
The true mastermind.
I know you had a soft spot for her, Lamachi. So for what it's worth, I'm truly sorry. Alas, we are naught more than pawns, pieces in his grand design.
Don't you dare make light of her love for her people. Don't you dare!
Strike me down if you wish. I shall be made anew.
Kill me if you wish, it matters not.
And I doubt many would look kindly upon the vow of resolve of Tuliolol if she attacked a neighboring queen, and not for the first time. Would you be willing to accept the repercussions?
Damn you!
But you stand to gain by making everyone endless. He's using his drawing tablet. Watch out.
You're speaking to me. Our goal is to usher in the next phase of mankind's evolution. Since time immemorial, life has used death to facilitate adaptation in an ever-changing environment. The old and infirm are weeded out, allowing the species to thrive. Generational succession. This has been our survival strategy. Yet, this strategy has long since reached its practical limit. It is outdated.
Oh, we're getting some good old Resident Evil eugenics villain coming up in here.
It relies on progeny, which gives rise to unchecked population growth. Resources become scarce, invariably leading to conflict. All the while, death
I'll
is
just make a
ever-present
utopia.
and robs our species of untold potential. Where man now stands in his evolution, bodies of flesh no longer make sense. What we must strive for next is carefully managed, eternal preservation.
Calyx! You're Calyx, aren't you?
You know him?
He said the words preservation, so we know what that is at least.
The young genius who had mastered electrope technology.
Not the fucking iPad.
He founded the scientific collective known as Preservation and devoted himself to developing a cure for the paralysis which plagued our people.
Jesus Christ, that's a pretty Amano boy twink. Right there. That is the fucking deep-seated eyeballs of a man who looks like he hasn't slept in like 30 years.
You always had your gaze set upon the future.
Like, look at
and I know you do now.
He looks so different from every other character in the fucking game.
But I beg you, do not deceive the people of Alexandria. Do not manipulate them with this imitation forged
You do got
from
some
my
crazy
memories.
baby face going on.
Well, how rude. Yet, whatever you may say, I'm the one whom the people regard as queen. You may have worn the crown for a few years, but now you are no one. Just a frail, fleshy version of me that could die at any moment. The kingdom has no use for such as you.
Our demand is simple. Surrender the key. Refusal will necessitate consequences.
Bro talks like he's a fucking computer. It's killing me. Insert an Adeptus Mechanicus. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Are you alright there? Forgive me. I was once able to use healing spells, but my long slumber appears to have sapped my magical reserves. It's frustrating to be so powerless. Perhaps I must accept my newfound limitations. Alexandria has no need for Queen Sphene, the Queen of Reason, my endless counterpart that they love. And even though it is a hard truth to accept, it's nevertheless the truth. I must find a new way to serve. You're not alone. Together, we can get through anything. Well said. Just so happens that there's something that only you can do right now at this moment. Let's start with Calyx. What can you tell us about him? He was a progeny who specialized in the field of electrope and made his mark during the storm surge. Yet, even as he basked in the admiration of his peers, he struggled with an illness he had from birth, which left him precious little time to live. Oh no, he's a fucking sick boy. For him to still be here 4 centuries on, I think it is safe to assume that he too has become an endless. I see. Well, we're somewhat familiar with preservation. I never imagined we'd cross paths with one of them like this. This dude fucking got Kryle's parents. Like, you know about preservation? We do. They're supposed to have created Everkeep's core system, as well as the Endless Sphene. They did, all while I was slumbering. Members of Oblivion have spent a lot of time investigating preservation. We should head back to the back room. tell them what's happened. I'm surprised we haven't given, like, baby Gulaja some clothes that weren't, like, fashioned out of desperate remains in, like, in a ruined city from 400 years ago.
We've heard what happened. So, preservation has revealed itself at last.
And using the key, they mean to turn even more people into Endless. It seems safe to assume that they too intend to steal ether from the other reflections. But unlike the previous Sphene, they have no intention of saving everyone. Calyx, of all people, would know precisely how much ether is required to sustain an Endless. Thus, he is able to set a realistic limit to their creation, without being swayed by emotion.
Carefully managed, eternal preservation. Whether or not this can be considered an evolution, 'tis plain that man's very existence would be forever changed.
Say, if this Calyx is as brilliant a scientist as everyone says, could he have been the one who erased everyone's memories of Endless Sphene's death?
That is a possibility, though I cannot speak to his motives.
Though Calyx has outright stated his ultimate goal, how his actions will further this agenda remains unclear. That said, we have seen how anxiety towards death continues to spread amongst Alexandrians. Perhaps the simulant stokes this fear to entice them to become endless.
Everyone is afraid of death. We try to put it out of our minds, and I do not blame the people for feeling as they do. Nonetheless, I wish to stop the simulant. I wish to do what I can for those who believe in their queen. Although I wear no crown, were I to forsake the people, then I would truly have no place here.
I don't know if this will help in that endeavor, but I've found something interesting. When I analyzed the sign that Calyx appeared on, I was able to determine the source of transmission. I traced it back to a terminal used only by preservation, located in the Foundation sector.
Foundation sector? That came up in my mother's records, didn't it? It's where the old castle was hidden.
Everkeep was built atop the castle of the former kingdom. Access to the immediate area, the Foundation sector, is highly restricted, with map data accordingly classified.
The old castle is inside this tower.
It's an ideal place for preservation to conceal the terminal, I must say. Having existed since the storm surge, they would be familiar with the castle's layout.
But I wonder, would someone so versed in electrope, such as Calyx, be so careless as to leave a trail?
Oh, I expect he intended for us to find the terminal.
It may be a trap, but it's our only lead. What do you think, my friend?
Can't leave them to their own devices.
No, we cannot. We must learn exactly what he is plotting.
If you're set on this course of action, I'll work on getting you access to the Foundation sector. Sit tight for now.
Please, let me come with you. I may not possess any special skills, but I know the castle better than any. So please.
All right. If that's what you want, then we go together. The rest of us will take point and secure the way, and we'll count on you to guide us in the castle.
Thank you for allowing me to accompany you. It may take some time for me to find my place in this new Alexandria, but I will. Slowly but surely. Descent to the Foundation. Right. I believe we've plotted a viable route to the Foundation sector. As we don't have as much information on the area, I'll come along and gather geographic data on site. You can leave the navigating to me. I'll stay behind this time, but let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Oblivion is fortunate to have a capable adapter like you, Gulja, and no matter what the future holds, your knowledge of Electrope is bound to serve you well. Such dependable support here. We may embark on our mission. Come. Let's head to the rift in the government sector. I like doing the dungeons with the trust for the first time. Just so that I can actually learn the mechanics, and also because they'll sometimes have dialogue that they'll say explicitly while they're in there. I will call in help when we get to trials though. Since they don't like letting you take people in for those, usually. I am glad we're getting to explore more of the tower, because that was like one of my main complaints with Solution 9 was just like we only see the recreational zone. Like we kind of skip up to the top at the end. There's no direct line to the Foundation sector, so we'll have to transfer to another on the way. Take the wrong lift, we'll end up in the wrong sector, but be sure to follow her instructions. According to Tesseljaw's records, the tower is divided into inner and outer sections below Argenix. The castle is at the heart of the inner section. So upon arriving at the Foundation sector, we need to make our way inwards. Amito, take this communicator with you. Been modified to track your coordinates, so I'll be guiding you as I collect data. Sounds like we're all set. Let's get going. The Underkeep is now accessible. Give me just a second to get some water and we'll jump right in. The Underkeep. I'm here. Form a party. Alright. Register for duty. The Underkeep. Big purple elevator. Base of the tower. The Underkeep. Chuck Terrell. I can already see Final Fantasy 13 enemies. Yep.
There are beasts ahead of you. They must have gotten in and made themselves at home.
Let us proceed onward. Run ahead and grab the next group. Oh, well, Clement. Here she comes. Thank God Clement is like actually kind of competent as a tank. I remember doing the Endwalker patches and legitimately there was a moment where I tried to do more than one pull and Varshan just fucking exploded. Like, oh my god, look at his death animation! That's insane!
Hold on.
I'll save that for the next pull.
Access hatch nearby that leads inside. Look for an opening.
Like built upon a desert almost. You know, it's a little concerning that so much of the base of the tower is hollow. Time to put my training on the beach to use worms. Don't care. Walk them right through to grab the next one. Hello. Hello, gang. Come with me. Hello. This is all gonna be real fun when I get to the first boss and Grahatia lets me die again. It happened like 3 times while going through base Dawntrail where Graha just refused to press a button. And just let me like die to something stupid. Yeah, Flamborg's a lot of fun. I like Flamborg. There's also the ones that are giant tomatoes that are a lot of fun. The Flandragora, if I remember right, is what they're called. Whee! That's a big bug. That's a big bug. It's literally what Luke Lavot's saying. Big ass cleave. Okay, here we go. Is it moving along the pipes? Oh! Ah! That's cool. Oh. Unfortunately, it did that right when all my buffs were going on. Slightly out of position. The FF9 trolley. I figured it was something. A lot more time on these AoEs than I would have expected. Finish it off before. Yep.
Good work. Now proceed to the access hatch and head inside.
Good old Savage Might materia. Alright, not much too complex about that one, especially compared to even older ones. Ooh. Nice. Evacuation zone. Pretty easy double grab here.
Hold on.
my good old friend Comunio. A test of your reflexes. Smack you over the head with Comunio.
Try this.
Everkeep's construction was apparently a constant battle against the rising water level. Even during the war, the people labored to maintain the castle. It meant a lot to them. It's upsetting to think that Preservation's terminal is in this place.
Hold on. Someone's got communication. Step it up.
They're making the double pulls here very easy on me, which is nice to go grab them. Hello, Wooklamat. Take these. Thank you. Oh, they got donuts. Go my Comunio.
Hold on.
Almost done. It does take a little bit longer to do this with the trusts. They're not quite on top of things all the time, but it is nice to have a bit more time to actually like think and learn the bosses as you do them.
So, you have come. Let us measure your strength.
Oh, it was a tank. Tank accessory. I am Soldier S0 of Alexandria's Castle Guard. By order of the Royal Knights, I shall dispatch all intruders. Releasing limiters, initiating mobile combat maneuvers. Okay. That's more straightforward than I thought, actually. I was thinking we'd have to do them in order properly. Instead of just looking where it ends. Yep. Calling reinforcements. Together, we shall triumph. That's a tight check. Oh, it's an 8. This side. This was a lot more straightforward than I would have expected. It's fun.
Allow me.
Interesting. This side. Those patterns are fun. This is a lot easier than the previous dungeon, though, so far. Inoperable.
That was hardly a challenge, I
They
see.
keep just giving me
You will show
thank
me
you.
more. I bid you press on.
You will show me more. Press on. Okay, yeah, like knight armor. Turrets. Yeah, you deal with those Pokemon. I'm gonna go find the next group. Wow, they were right here. Bygone Terror Knights. The easiest and honestly most boring dungeon in Dawntrail. Yeah, I haven't there hasn't been a lot like the mechanics have been very straightforward here. Whereas with the other dungeons, there's usually something that'll get me the first time through. Getting to actually see the castle again is cute. I think it's a neat location, but not much kicking it right now. The old hunk here from Shadowbringers. Oh, that's a disappointment. Especially with how many dungeons in Dawntrail just didn't give us gear at all. Yeah, the music is giving me a little bit of the problem I had in Charlonon, where it's just way too chill of a repeat over and over again. I need to hit a boss that is like Vanguard Boss 2 again, where I just go, oh. That one was a lot of fun. Even if the boss of Vanguard 3 was just kind of nothing. Pokemon, can you actually pull these guys? Thank you. That's a big boy.
Hold on.
Oh. I was gonna say that's a motorcycle reskin. I know what that shit's gonna do. Whoa. on a normal mob, we're doing those now, huh?
Hold on.
Quite a bit of HP, sir. Get rid of the subrunners. Okay. Burn them down. Dum, dum, bum, bum. Are the knights gonna get up?
Troubled thus far, but I have something that may test you yet.
Okay. What do you got, Calyx? Chamber of Patience. That's a lot of turrets. Big fucking shield. Valley of Pira. Indefatigable defense.
We still lack sufficient data. Very well. Let us see how you perform against this.
Dum, da, 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 da. Uja's Palace boss here.
This machine has long guarded these crumbling halls.
Yeah, I could feel walking into this one and being like, oh yeah, this one's a reference, all right. It feels so out of place.
How will you handle this?
Oh, the lines. Interesting. Oh, that's fun. Okay. And I assume they're gonna do like big AoEs at the end. No. No, I mean that's fairly obvious. Find an opening, stay there. Yep.
Let us see what this is.
Neutralize the front lines. Yep. Leave in front of it.
Perhaps a new approach.
Another coordinated march. This is gonna explode there and there. Actually, that one's gonna move to there, it looks like. Yep. Yeah, pretty simple. See if they mix it up for the back half here.
How unfortunate.
Still alive. How unfortunate. Grave light again? Yep.
For you to die here, it would save me trouble later.
Can you die, please? Oh, turret's activating. Stay in the center. Front the line. Okay, that has a little more going on. Still nothing too bad.
I'm beginning to understand how you were able to defeat Queen Eternal.
Damn, you pretty tough. Not gonna lie. Oh, it overlapped a bit more than I thought. That's fine, we're safe over here now for the rest of it. Stabilizing front lines. Wow, that almost killed me. you guys have to stand so far away that I couldn't melee during that? Be over here, Graha. Yep. There we go.
That will do. We have enough to proceed with an analysis.
The pantaloons. I really don't need those, as you can see. Big Calyx today will put it out power enough into it. He's pretty smart and scary. No, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine up through 7.4. Who knows what happens after that? I don't think it's gonna kill us, the player, but you know.
Calyx was measuring our strength. Is that why he contrived to lead us here?
It looks like we've cleared away the machines and beasts. But who knows what else he might have in store. From here on out, Sveen and Shale will move with us. Let's find that terminal, but stay alert for more threats.
Before my illness left me bedridden, I used to walk through here on my way to watch Otis and Zelenia train. You knew Otis, if I'm not mistaken. Zelenia was his second in command in the Royal Knights of Alexandria.
Okay.
Oh, how I love
Yeah,
to
I
see
wonder.
the two of them spar.
I wonder why we keep bringing up this
I once
this
dreamed
lady.
of fighting by their side, so I studied the magical arts under my tutor. But when I was 15, the storm surge broke out, and both my father and mother passed away. As the new queen, I was forbidden from taking to the battlefield, for our nation would fracture had I died without a successor. Though in the end I could barely move, I regret that I didn't go out there and fight. At least while I still could. My endless self lamented not being able to protect the realm with benevolence. 'Tis a feeling to which I can relate.
Sveen.
Hey, Graha, you wanna, like, talk to her about any of this?
Ah, forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to darken the mood. Come, let us press on.
This is one big castle, though. How far does this hallway go? Do you know, Sveen?
And we've disappeared.
What?
Scooby-Dooed away. Right down the invisible trap door.
What happened?
Welcome to my trial room. Ooh, spooky. Oh, the old throne room. Recreating the room as it once was. Yep.
Oh, it seems our guest brought company. So this was your doing? It was. We installed a teleporter that is triggered by the presence of the key, you see? I'm afraid etheric transmissions cannot penetrate the walls of the throne room. It will take your friends a good while to find you.
I confess the Valia Pira did not suffice to assess your capabilities. So I shall try something else.
I confess that boss was kind of bitch-made. Here's a trial. We have to put these in the main scenario because you motherfuckers won't unlock them.
You are free to use anything at your disposal.
I assume this is the
better
lady
you
we've been
fight,
hearing about.
the more accurate my data. Attaining a precise measure of your strength, that is the most expeditious way to reclaim the key to which you so stubbornly cling.
Ah, noble
Yep.
Zelenia, dashing as ever. These villains mean to do us harm. Strike them down, I bid you. What? This machine is Zelenia. Indeed it is. We couldn't preserve her memories while she lived, so she has been reconstructed from our recollections of her. The endless me being created in answer to the earnest desires of Alexandria.
Yeah, this is gonna piss her off.
I can accept. But to twist the memories of those I held dear and treat them as playthings. This disgrace I cannot abide! Loath though I am to comply with their demands, this monstrosity must be destroyed. Not least of all for Zelenia's honor. If she was indeed created from my memories, even if I cannot fight, I may be able to offer you counsel. So please, lend me your strength and end this farce.
You know, it's a little funny that we're using the Azem stone on this, but we didn't use it on Zoralja.
There it is.
Recollection is now accessible. Do. Hi, Zelenia. If people would like to join us, they are more than welcome to. We would just eat shit here. Yeah. Do. Sorry, I'm stuck in fucking Nabriellas because the DPSs aren't paying attention. Live. You have to live. We made sure to put Zelania's memories into a trial-appropriate boss. Yes, sir. Crafted those robo boobs just like you wanted. I'm gonna cat pop for like a minute. Oh, yeah, Cockpot's coming up right now. I should actually go there for the early plugin bonus. Alright. Friend list. Invite party. No, or that works too. I'm good. Just curious in. Might take just a little bit since everybody's running older content for Mog Tomes. But we're on Fairy, so it'll be less than 5 no matter what. For trials. I'll say, as far as trials go, this doesn't quite have the same gravitas as the 4 Fiends. For like a big threat, but it's obviously also a reference to another FF game, so I'm not like gonna like. It's a big robot lady. I wonder if the 0.2 patch for the next expansion will also have us fight a big lady at 8.2. Yep, already have half of the people lined up. There we go. Ruby Weapon, you're right. Ruby Weapon was also piloted by a lady. Recollection. A bunch of Hrothgars have male Hrothgars have appeared.
I am Zelenia Triantaphili, Royal Knight of Alexandria, and sworn blade of Her Majesty the Queen.
Da 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 dum. Oh, there's a couple of us watching cutscenes.
Upon my blade I swear, no harm shall come to Her Highness.
You will not defile Zelenia's memory any longer.
Oh, okay. Oh, immediate vuln up.
Feel the sting of my divine blade!
I know this technique. You must keep moving.
Oh. It's just ice.
How about you?
Okay, half room cleaves. The inside this time? Or out? I can't tell. Oh, it's an in and out. Okay. Oh. Basic memory. Basic pattern memorization. Fucking Dragoon jump.
I will suffer none to threaten Alexandria.
Oh, man.
Heavens roar!
Oh. I missed the first one going off visually. Okay.
Zelenia was capable of much more.
I will show you the soul of a royal knight.
Alright, here we go.
For the honor and glory of Alexandria, I strike!
Phase transition.
Quickly, away from the sigils.
Okay.
The sigils channel magic. Be on your guard.
You've no time even to fear my wrath.
No time even to fear my wrath.
You must brace for blade and magic both.
How about you?
Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Okay. Ow. Oh, that just kills you. Okay. Okay.
Taste my steel. There is no
Escape. Oh, interesting. Here? Yeah, okay. Oh! What? I can only assume I accidentally touched the circle. I got slightly too close there. Because I have no idea what the fuck that was. Yeah, I think I didn't walk through the center. I think I might have clipped it. I think I just barely clipped the center. Fuck. Okay.
I know this is merely a
Oh,
reconstruction.
okay. There goes the entire party. Both healers are down. It only takes off the ledge. Yep.
Life to the kingdom.
Bro, run off the edge. We're at 40%. You're not. Just leave. Just leave. There we go.
How about you?
Yeah, no, I didn't think I walked into the center. I think it might be just slightly bigger than I thought it was.
Upon my blade, I swear, no harm shall come to Her Highness.
Like, I think I just slightly clipped it.
You will not defile Zelenia's memory any longer.
Is this one's an out and then an in.
Feel the sting of my divine blade.
I know this technique.
Berserker got me no longer, like, the Berserker has me no longer fucking trusting half-room cleave animations from a cult.
That her blade work should be recreated so faithfully.
I will suffer none to threaten Alexandria! Heavens roar!
Do 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 do.
Have care. Zelenia was capable of
Much more.
I will show you the soul of a royal knight!
Da, 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 da. Very, very pretty phase transition.
Alexandria, I strike!
Oh my god, they're at 6.
Quickly, away from the sigils. The sigils channel magic. Be on your guard.
You've no time even to fear my wrath!
You must brace for blade and magic both.
Have at you!
Fuck. Ow. That's fine. Still alive. That's what matters. Go. Okay.
Taste my steel! There is no escape! Surge!
I'm gonna go in that direction first.
Have at you!
Leave. Go safe. Okay. But we're just doing this shit non-stop. Oh, no, I did move forward one time. Okay.
I know this is merely a reconstruction, and yet
Yeah, I'm getting the hang of it now. This one's fun. Oh, I see.
Have at you!
Made it out in time for that. Okay.
My resolve shall never waver.
queen.
I will die before I yield.
Not gonna want to be over there, I don't think. Yep. Do. Oh fuck, I didn't see the order they were coming out in. Okay.
How about you?
And then out.
That's right. Zelenia was always there to protect me.
LB3. And that's gonna be the fight. Yeah, that was fun.
A disgraceful display. Forgive me.
Not
my queen.
like not too difficult for the normal version, but still enough that it didn't feel like that was just a walk in the park, which is very nice. That's very good scaling for the normal fight. Here you go, Jason Sungard. Take that.
Did you get what you needed?
I did. Though these figures will complicate matters.
I did get the data I needed, but unfortunately, this guy's a freak.
Is that so? Well, if we are done here, then I shall end the transmission.
Hold it! If you have no scruples about thus defiling the memories of Zelenia, then there is no way we will ever see eye to eye. You are not fit to be entrusted with the cherished memories of Alexandrians.
I, for one, have no wish to employ the fruits of my research in this manner. It is a waste of time and effort. But since I relinquished my flesh long ago, I must resort to every conceivable method, so long as the hero insists on keeping the key.
Nope, that's mine. That's mine,
Why
not
do you
yours.
so oppose our objective? With the key, we would be able to harvest ether from other reflections and bring forth more endless. We could give this chance to evolve not only to the people of the Ninth, but to those of the Source as well. I see no reason why you should reject such a boon.
Oh, don't tell me you thought you were the only one.
That's not what I meant by that, but okay.
That is the height of hubris. Well, I'd say our conversation has run its course.
That's not what I meant by that, but that's fine.
Ultimately, what you think is immaterial, for the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. And thus does my role come to an end. The rest I leave in your capable hands, Calyx.
As a token of gratitude for consenting to my tests, I leave you with a gift. Be sure to take it with you.
Unfortunately, he is very funny. Yeah, yeah, he's very funny, unfortunately. Yeah. Queen's Fiends special regulator. Zelena was kind, but she could be stern. A pillar of strength when I ascended the throne in troubled times. Not only did she protect me, she also buoyed my spirit whenever it threatened to buckle under the pressure of my station. By preserving her memory and honor, done more for me than you could know. Thank you. Thanks for putting the Everkeep in the Unending Codex. That's just
Selenia,
useless.
It pains me to think that you're gone too.
Aha! Oh, we found you at last.
You had us quite worried when you suddenly disappeared. What in the world happened?
Then preservation's objective is indeed what Calyx claimed. But for them to know about the source and the shards, and to refer to theirs as the ninth, that raises some questions.
Indeed. But for now, I'm just glad the two of you are safe. Oh, right. While we were scouring the castle for you, we came upon a room that looked like a library.
By learning about the Alexandria of old,
I will say,
we may gain valuable insights into preservation. Might we take a number of books with us?
So far they hadn't like explicitly been, oh, this is the game world like shard, but it is very funny for them to just be like, no, the one that's referencing 9 is the 9th. And then I look over at the 13th, which is explicitly like Final Fantasy like 4 in the last expansion, and I'm just like, okay, a Cloud of Darkness shit. Like,
still remain.
Fucking Diablos is in there.
Of course, you are welcome to any that may be of use.
If you don't mind, could we take a look around here first? I'm especially curious about the area over by the throne.
This tiara, it was hers, the Endless Fiends. What's it doing here?
It's a type of regulator, I believe. It contains the data of the Endless Fiend's memories. Calyx likely used it to create the simulant. Which means that as long as the tiara is in our keeping, we shouldn't need to deal with any more simulants. Strange that he would abandon it, though. Perhaps because the simulant already played her role, like she said. Or Calyx made a copy of the memories. In any case, not much information of import appears to remain on this terminal. But I'll make it so we can access it remotely from the back room.
This contains the memories of another me. The tale of her journey as Queen of Alexandria. Might I hold on to this tiara? You may examine it whenever you wish, of course.
It would be for the best, I think. Does that work for you, Shale?
No objections from me. All right, I'm finished. Let's head to the library, and then back outside.
Farewell, Selenia.
The simulant gave me the impression that she wouldn't be back, but I suppose only time will tell. In the present, we have no further leads on Calyx. For now, perhaps you could take a moment to contact our friends. It would be great to catch up on each other on recent developments. I'm certain everybody would appreciate hearing from you. Oh, we get to choose. Honestly, right now, I'm curious on how Y'shtola's stuff is going. That seems to be the most plot relevant at the moment. It isn't Armido. Something the matter? So, preservation is behind the recent intrigue. Doesn't surprise me. I'm glad to hear you are none the worse for your trials, though. As for myself, I've just concluded a meeting with Gosan. I told him about the cure for Levin sickness. We formed a tentative plan to treat all those who are stricken. I'm now otherwise unoccupied, so I shall take a look around the government sector to see if aught is amiss. If this Calyx is obsessed with the key, then I ought to begin studying it in earnest as well. Okay, Alpha, no, you haven't had much reason to be here for most of this, but... Alex, well, something of an obvious... It was obviously afoot. I couldn't have imagined that such an individual would be involved. 'Tis well you were able to prevent the simulant from sowing further uncertainty. That said, your absence may have consequences. People of Alexandria still have great trust in Sphene. It is plain in the way they speak of her even now, and in how the simulant was able to win them over. When they noticed she had ceased to appear again, rumor and worry will spread. You must be mindful of any pronounced shift in the mood of the populace. But forgive me. It's been battle after battle for you, hasn't it? We can handle ourselves for now, so pray, rest up while you can. Recover your strength. I like how Fankrin and Urianger just fucked off again, by the way. Yes, hello? Armido? For you to call out of the blue? Is something wrong? What? You went all the way to the bottom of Everkeep and you didn't even think to ask me to come? Suppose I've been fairly busy myself. Hey, it's the kid. I'm pleased to say that we've received permission to begin administering the cure for Levin sickness to citizens. I'm actually due to visit a boy named Milos shortly, see how he's responding to his treatment. You've met him before with Lamity, I believe. You should attend as well if you have time. Armido, this is a surprise. Has Wuglamak gotten into trouble again? I see. Knowing you, I expect you're already looking forward to the next obvious trap. Try not to overdo it. I'm at the outskirts at the moment. I've been helping the people with their work, talking to those I met to gauge their sentiment. been uneventful for the most part, but there was one notable development. Following recent events, some here stopped wearing regulators. This has led to a disparity in what people remember about the Queen's death, and the occasional episode of confusion. Be sure to let you know if there are any other changes. What do the others have to say, if I may ask? They finished treating Milos, and we should go and visit him. Do you mind if I accompanied you? I understand he's afflicted with the self-same condition I was. I cannot help but worry for him. Of course, we wouldn't mind at all. In the meantime, I shall take myself around Solution 9 and see how things are. I share Alpha Note's concern about the Queen's absence, and even setting that aside, the situation is not like to resolve itself while becoming endless remains an option. I have been meaning to visit some shops, so I shall join Kryl. While everyone's out and about, I'll try and pick up Calyx's trail. I'll see if I can dig up some information about the key for Y'shtola as well. I'll help you. Seems we all have things to do. Still, there's no telling what else Calyx may have planned, so please, be careful, everyone. Right. Let's go to Milos's apartment. In residential radius 914, if I remember correctly. Oh, that's close. Hello. You came before with Green Sphinx. Glad you came again. I believe he'll be fine now, just for good measure. I'll administer a healing spell.
I once hoped that Milos at least might be made an endless. Then he wouldn't need to suffer anymore.
You feel different now?
Thanks to Alizé, Milos is on the road to recovery. He can grow up and live a normal life. And I want to be there with him every step of the way. To grow old with him as his mother. And not something else.
That should do it. You're doing well, I'm glad
I love whenever they need to introduce, like, a young man into the plot, he always has fucking Amanda Lane's hair.
Thank you, Alizé.
You're welcome, Milos. Now, you'll feel breathless for a little while still, but don't fret. It'll get easier to speak with time. That said, we can't rule out the possibility of a relapse. As a precaution, I would keep him away from lightning-infused objects.
I feel like that's gonna be really hard in Solution 9, Alizé.
Lightning. Does that include regulators?
It does. I understand if it's difficult for you to part with something that you've worn for so long.
Thanks
though,
for the
so
raid. Thanks for the raid,
it's
Hashin.
entirely up to you.
Welcome. Fair warning, we're in the back half of 7.2 right now for Dawntrail, so if you haven't done that yet, spoilers are abound. But welcome to the Theater of the First, everyone. Hi. I hope you guys had a good stream finishing up, I think it was the Fate route you were on, correct?
No. For Milos' sake, I will do it. And if the environment here isn't good for him, I must consider moving outside the dome.
You two would be
Yeah, it
more
was a
than
good
welcome
time.
in
That's good to know. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Now you two
It's
can
very
become
assuring to hear that.
like those people who
If you
have
don't
never moved
mind,
beyond Saber
could you
ever.
tell me about the process?
Ever. They will never move on.
I'm happy. I can talk again. Before, I couldn't even thank my mother for caring for me. But now we can talk lots. I can tell her that I'm happy. That I like it when she strokes my hair.
Your mother is happy to talk to you as well, I'm sure.
Queen's Fiend always cheered me up.
I'm not actually referring to someone specific. I am referring to a lot of people, but we do know someone like that.
Today, I'll practice walking with Mother. And next time, I'll go and visit you.
Thank you for explaining everything.
We'll come again to check on you. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. Right. Let's get going, shall we?
Please come back soon. You too, miss.
Child fixed.
It's good to see Milos doing so well.
The Endless Me gave him the strength to hang on, and she didn't rely on any special power to do so.
She wanted her people to be happy. Even though we had to fight, her love for them was very real, and it reached Milos.
Oh.
I wish to be there to watch him grow as well. To make my way beside the people of Alexandria. In the name of his evolution, Calyx has wrought much unease and misery, and I cannot condone his path. No, I shall forge ahead on a path of my own, one that honors the memory of my other self.
Aww. Shared path. Quest complete. Milos is a kind and brave boy. It did me well to see him. One day I hope I can speak with him about my other self. Let us return to the back room, and on the way, let's pick up treats for our friends. A little gift to show our appreciation for their hard work. Yeah, Solution 9 is very chill. I'm still not the biggest fan of the...
Alexandria, please be advised. The distribution of neo-regulators has concluded. We ask that all recipients equip their regulators and promptly complete device registration. The evolution of our kind is at hand. Together we shall rise above death and bask in the infinite possibilities of eternal life.
What is this?
Evolution? What evolution?
Those with neo-regulators will become endless, apparently.
You mean there's no more? Well, don't you feel lucky?
Don't look at me like that. Queen's Fiend said there were only so many.
I haven't registered mine yet. The more I thought about it, the more unsure I felt about becoming an Endless.
Well, I registered right away. Anything to stop those terrible nightmares of being killed by mechanical soldiers.
That is not the voice I expected to come out of Lalafell.
Ultimately, what you think is immaterial, for the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. I see. The terror of their first encounter with death still lingers in their hearts. Having previously been spared even the idea of it, they know not how to handle the emotions.
The funeral was meant to give everyone the chance to come to terms with loss, to grieve and move forward together. But everyone who was wearing a regulator had their memories of that moment erased. And to see those oblivious, happy souls, those who remembered must have wondered if it might not be better to be like them, to go back to a time when death didn't exist.
And now they've been presented with the chance to do just that by becoming an Endless. It's not hard to see why they would consider it.
If this fear of death continues to spread among the people, what will become of Alexandria? The gifts for our friends will have to wait. We should return to the back room at once.
Yep. Way more important we do that. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. Gotta find out what that fucking brat is up to.
Oh, you're safe. That broadcast had us worried. The entire populace is on edge.
So Alphino and the others are still out there.
We have a situation on our hands. A civilian has been killed by a mechanical soldier here on Trueview.
Ruh-roh.
Wayakwe is on the scene and reports that the problem unit has been subdued by another sentry.
That doesn't make sense. Only someone with the King of Resolve's authority could order a soldier to do that.
Not her having to bend over like that for the
I tried
computer
to check
system.
the status of the authority but was blocked from the core system. Given recent developments, I'd wager that Calyx is responsible for this.
He's stolen the gift from your father. That's bullshit. Only good thing he ever did.
Perhaps we should go and see for ourselves.
It's me. There's been an incident in the outskirts. A mechanical soldier attacked a local resident, for no apparent reason. Fortunately, several nearby hunters dealt with the rogue machine, so everyone is safe. But if other soldiers were to... Wait. Is that... Oh gods. More hostile sentries are bound for the settlement. I'll try to lure them away and then lose them somehow.
Ill tidings, I take it.
In the outskirts too? You'll go and help Erenville, won't you? We couldn't forgive ourselves if he came to harm. I'll have Geo join you from Earth and Sky.
I'm coming too. I can't stay here while my people are in danger.
Ugaja.
Let's go.
Do-do-do. Do-do-do. He is the reliable president, baby. I gotta finish unlocking flight in these zones later. I gotta do the cutscene, the quests in almost Kuzamauka, and that one's finished. And the rest, I still gotta do the paper hunt. I'm at 6,000. You're at 6,500 of 10,000 on your trial grind, roulette grind. Good luck. Keep going. You'll get there eventually. Things have settled down here. Oh. Things have settled down here, but I still see no sign of Erenville. Let's split up and look for him. Ulalaja, Sphene, please search the settlement area. Meanwhile, the rest of us who can defend ourselves will head further out. Let's go. Dodo. Dodo exists in all forms, even in Tural. Just up over the ledge here. Run, my little freak, run. Hello, Erenville. I have expected this to be another instance, but it's like we just handled it. As I was leading the soldiers away, I caught sight of this poor fellow being pursued. I went to help him, but was rather out of my depth. We're lucky you found us when you did. Erenville, I'm so glad to see you safe. We were quite worried when we couldn't find you. We encountered soldiers on the way here. Most paid us no mind, but some turned out to be hostile. No way to tell until they set on you. The ones here were also attacked without warning. If I hadn't been paying any attention, I would have ended badly. Hopefully the others were able to escape. We should return to the outskirts and take stock.
Right. We're none the worse for the wear. But let's see what the situation is here.
Geode and his people came and joined us while we were searching for you. After which we happened to encounter Malachite. His usher duties brought him here, and he has quite the story to tell.
It's a bit puzzling, to say the least. Even so, I'll try my best to explain. I was called to attend to the unfortunate soul slain by the mechanical soldier. Yet, when I arrived, I found no body. Only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, I questioned the residents, but none knew what had become of it.
How odd. Did they remember the victim at least?
They did. Their memories of the deceased weren't sent to the cloud, I don't believe. Yet, no body remained.
We'll just make sure you guys can't go back to your bodies ever. You'll have nothing left.
Someone took it. Surely they would have been noticed.
With your permission, I shall return to the government sector for now. Please take care.
This is terrible. Why would they make the soldiers do this?
If preservation is behind the attacks, I fear this won't be the end of it.
All the Neo-regulators have been distributed, and potentially 5,000 Endless are about to be born. What does Calyx hope to achieve with these killings? Does he seek to frighten people into registering them? Or perhaps...
Oh, thank the 12 you answered. Shale told me what happened. Is everything all right? I see. 'Tis a relief to hear that Erenville is safe. Alas, I do not have good news to share in return. A driver lost control of his vehicle when its interface became unresponsive, and it crashed into the Nexus arcade, injuring several people. Kryl and I are helping to render aid, but with the sentries behaving strangely, we can't afford to lower our guard. Remain vigilant, my friend.
I will remind people of war so that there will never be war again. I will remind people of the pain of death so that they avoid the pain of death forever.
I just received word from the backroom. A hover cargo on TrueView threw off its driver, and it's rampaging through the area as we speak.
Alphino had a similarly troubling report for me. Apparently, a riderless machine in the government sector came to life near a crowd clamoring for Neo-regulators. It proceeded to mow down several citizens, causing serious injuries.
This is a tragedy. We must go and help the people.
Off she goes.
Sphene, wait! I'm coming with you!
Alphino is with Y'shtola, and he said they'll be all right. I'll go and see if other incidents have occurred elsewhere. From here, I'll head towards the quarry by way of the Drift Downs.
Certainly a lot of hover cargoes coming and going in those parts. I'll join you.
I shall remain here and speak further with the locals. I have company now, so you needn't worry about me.
Then let's return to Solution 9. If we hurry, we can catch up to Lamachi and Sphene.
Fool, just baby run always kills me. Look at him go.
Sven's gone on ahead. I leave her with you.
All the like Arcadion fighters.
Bloody things have gone mad.
Why is this happening?
Don't worry, Nostalgia. No matter how bad things get, you're guaranteed to live because you're tied to unlocking an optional dungeon.
Surely there's a finite number of these things.
There's a lot more than you think.
Everyone, please try to remain calm and make your way to resolution. This is just like before, when Zeralja unleashed the soldiers on us. I don't have any souls left. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Not the slide transition, the swipe.
No, you don't! Are you all...
No. Rip.
No! No! Why did you do that? Why? You can't just leave me alone like this! If we had been endless then, you'd still be here. You'd still be with me. But now...
Are you alright?
So many hurt. So many dead. This is wrong. This is all wrong.
Think the 12, you're all unharmed. A small solace amidst this tragedy, however. The machine rampage seems to have been only temporary. Soldiers and vehicles alike ceased to operate all at once, if they had fulfilled their purpose. All the same outside Everkeep, though members of Oblivion are keeping watch for good measure. First attacks came shortly after the announcement that neo-regulators had run out. Can't be a coincidence. I struggle to imagine that anyone but Calyx could gain control of the soldiers. This must serve his ends in some way. Gulja, are you still without your authority? Fine now. I'm in control again. We might take this opportunity to shut down the machines. There's no guarantee this won't happen again. Amity just talked with Everkeep administrators about that. They said it wasn't so simple. The mechanical soldiers don't only serve as guards. They also perform various vital tasks, like providing medical treatment and managing food production. If we shut them down, we'd struggle to render aid to the citizens, let alone restore their lives to normal. I made it so they can't use weapons anymore, though. Hopefully that makes it a little safer. Seems to be the best approach for now. Thank you for your swift action, Gulja. This powerlessness. I can abide it no longer. No matter how much hardship and loss, I'd endure it if there was but happiness at the end. All I see now is suffering and misery. I cannot bear it. I want to protect the people. For their happiness, I would do anything and everything. Please, please lend me your aid. Oh, Sphene. Found the words I wished I'd said back then. Our strength is yours, Sphene. Together, we'll get through this. Let us split up and get to work. Might I trouble you to report to Shale, my friend? It's been a trying day. It seems the worst is behind us. What's the situation out there? You've moved to quickly restore things to normal. Thank you. Well, disarming the soldiers is indeed prudent. Far from a comprehensive measure when vehicles can be commandeered to inflict damage and sow chaos. For the time being, I'll set our people to keeping a close watch on the machines. I also have a mind to consult the authorities about enlisting hunters to our aid. I must regain my proficiency in magic. To that end, I shall seek advice from Y'shtola and Alice. Like the books you recovered from the castle was a grimoire I once used. I hope to learn to wield it again, at everyone's side. As for the key, I think it best it remains in your care, though it means you will bear the greatest risk. In order to ease your burdens, I shall endeavor to become a capable warrior, make Otis and Zelania proud. I was gonna say, bro, are you standing on top of the statue?
By illness weakened, by wounds unmade, by age decayed. Such fragile flesh is worthless to us. how mankind should evolve, shall evolve, I have already arrived at the answer.
Bro, I think this is more about the fact that you were born with a weak body and died young. And it greatly affected your worldview.
The time is come to pose a new question.
Okay. Seekers of Eternity. We're going to end off there for tonight, because that's 5.2 completed. We'll come back soon, and it might not be tomorrow. It might be in another day or so. And from now on, we're going to be doing this for a little bit. We'll be doing one patch a day. We only went a little longer on this one for the sake of the fact that we were already over halfway through 7.1. Just to be nice on our throat for now, because we're not used to doing this as often. With that said, thanks for coming out, everyone. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. There we go. Thanks for coming out, everyone. Like I said, we'll be back with more Dawntrail soon. We'll be doing 7.3 next time, including the dungeon and trial. So I'll see you all then. Take care. Sweet dreams. And that'll be it for us here tonight at the Theater of the First. Goodbye, everyone.